Oh my goodness. How are you folks? Wow. Quick video tonight. Yeah, no guitar. You know why? Because I'm working on them. How about that? Got to work on stuff, guys. 6 shows in a row. You can probably hear from my voice that it was epic. And there's a problem, remember, when you sing, singers want you to sing so they can go to the bathroom. So I did a lot of that and threw out my voice, but that's okay. And so what's this video about? Why are we sitting here in the incredible Crewman Studios? Why is that, guys? I wanted to make a quick video about what we do when it's downtime, right? What do you do? What do you do after you play, 6, 7, 8 shows in a row? What do you do? Well, I'm going to tell you what I do, and I'm going to show you what I do a little bit. First of all, rest your hands. That's something you got to do. And I practice a lot, and so I did go ahead and start practicing again over the last, maybe the last day or two, right? But several of the shows were pretty long, and my fingertips got sore, which was kind of weird. And but I am very lucky. I don't have any hand problems. So one of the reasons why I don't have hand problems is because I go ahead and rest them after a bunch of playing, which of course I did. And so what do we do during downtime? What do you do? Well, it's kind of like being a farmer when the seasons change and you put your farming equipment up for the season, right? For the winter. But our seasons are much shorter, obviously, because I got to go again. I'm looking at the calendar. In 7 days, it starts again, and I'm going to do another 7 or 8 shows this month in close proximity to each other on the calendar. And so what am I going to do? Well, the Black Dragon got really, really sweaty at a show. So I had to clean it, right? And so one of the things I do is I do this. And this is really good for cleaning sweat off the guitars. It's not too heavy. Because you know the creamy one, right? The creamy thing? Yeah, that's too much for cleaning sweat. So this one really does well. I use that. And if it's really grimy, this one right here I use a lot. This is for your frets and your fretboard. This one I really, really like. And the fretboard on the Fixed Bridge 7 and the Black Dragon got pretty grimy because we were outside. 3 of those 7 shows we were outside, and it was hot and very, very humid. So I do that. Now, what else do I do? I check all the cables. Now, this thing right here was a lifesaver. This was incredibly important. We got out to one of the shows, as you'll see on my channel, and the venue was really, really big. And the board was very far from the stage. And so what does that mean? That means that, first of all, it means they weren't smart enough to use a snake, okay? And you gotta be, you gotta be ready for that situation. They did not have a snake running to the front of the stage. So I carry these with me. This is 10 meters. This is 30 feet. And I carry them in stereo. This is the red one. This is red for right, blue for left, and which doesn't make any sense. I guess I could color it lemon, right? Lemon for left. But see, guys, that doesn't work now, does it? That doesn't work. So blue is left and red is right. And so these save the day because I was able to go behind the stage and then put these directly into the board for the FM3, which I deployed for several of the shows. And then I did deploy my Tonex rig, which is right there, for the remainder of the shows, which actually sounded well. And guys, I ordered the AirStep TX, so when I get that in, I'll show you how I'm going to use it. And what else do we do during downtime? We're talking about downtime for shows. Don't waste downtime. Now, one of the things that you need to do if you're singing like I am now is you need to keep your whistle wet and go ahead and practice really good throat health. You know, I use lozenges. Now, one of the things that I do that people do not agree with is I drink ice cold water when I have to sing. And so I do ice cold water. I just like it. My formula is Ricola and ice cold water. And I really like that. It just really gets me ready to sing. And so keep your body healthy. You know, take a lot of vitamins because this next run is actually going to be pretty heavy as well. It'd be funny to get tour shirts of it, right? The Steve Williams cover band tour, right? And of course, guys, we can't show you the covers because there's so much trouble on YouTube these days. I have a lot to say about that, but not in this video. And so, what else are we going to do? I polish all the guitars, check all cables, and then I plug everything back in, as you can see right here behind me. And I plug in the FM3, I plug in the Tonex rig. Guys, in front of me right here, this is the FM3, this is the Tonex rig, and then right behind me is the big Axe rig. So I plug them all in, and I make sure that they all work and that there was no damage to them. Because it was one of the shows out in the middle of nowhere, as you'll see from my channel, was quite, it was quite a hike. And it took 2 hours on a bus to get there. So this is going to jostle equipment. We were lucky at the show that we did have some roadies to help us out because it was a pretty big show. And so that helped out a lot. But as we all know, roadies are not always the kindest to your equipment. So that's on the checklist when you get back from a bunch of shows, a bunch of runs, right? And you know, if you have a crew, that's great. You don't have to worry about any of this. But as most of us are operating by ourselves, you know, as they say in Compton, we're on a solo move, okay? And so get everything together. I do check the truss rods on the guitars. For this run, I did play only 7-string. And so I needed to check the truss rods for those, which are fine. These guitars behind me are terribly heavy, as I've mentioned before. They are very, very heavy. And so they don't really get jostled that much. However, they are hard to carry. I do use a gig bag over there, of course, a mono gig bag. And we also have some fail safes. Guys, don't forget to have fail safes. This is one of my fail safes right here. This is the Peterson tuner, right? In case things really crap out and I can't get to the tuner on the FM3 or the FM3 dies and there's 100 people looking at you, okay? And then I have a Tonex pedal with me in case something dies. But luckily, nothing has died yet. So I do carry a clip-on tuner with me, which is really cool. And of course, I carry an entire bag of picks. I have picks all over me when I play out. I have picks in this pocket, in this pocket. I have them in the gig bag. I have them in the guitar case. I have them in my rack case. I have them in the FM3 case. There's picks everywhere. And so, you know, I'm not Mark Knopfler, so we gotta have some picks around this place, I'm telling you. All right. What else do I do during downtime? I do exercises. I do a lot of stretching exercises on your hands. And remember, folks, don't pop your knuckles, okay? That's straight from a doctor to me to you. Okay, don't pop your knuckles. You're just asking for it. You're just asking for arthritis. Okay, so don't pop your knuckles, and take a lot of vitamin B so that you're gonna get your energy back up. I don't mind telling you, it was tiring. It was quite tiring. And I'm very thankful for it, of course. I'm very, very thankful for it. And we do have another bunch of shows coming up. So, hope this gives you some ideas. Come up with your own ideas for downtime, okay? Put the equipment either away or store it, clean it off, check all the presets. In my case, check all the presets. And for you guys that are in the Stone Age, go ahead and check your patch cables and all that. That's really important. I have seen many a show undone by bad patch cables. Of course, here at the Crewman Studios, here at Steve Williams Life, we don't really dance around a fire and worship the sun. So I don't use patch cables. All right, that's 1970. And so be aware of that, but check your patch cables and get it going, man. Check all your batteries, everything, and then just get ready. The stuff will be ready to go again about 3 days before it starts. I will start packing up some stuff. And then when it comes time to play the show, I just step out and do it. And I sometimes carry a backup guitar. I will do either one. I will take a backup 6 for a 7, or I will take a 7 and play the 6. I do that sometimes, just if I'm in a weird mood, you know what I mean? And without roadies, you gotta do it yourself, DIY. All right. And we got these neat little microphones now. How about that? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Of course, behind the learning curve on that, guys, everybody has been using these Rode things, so I just bought a pair. And they sound really good. I'm really happy with it. They have a huge range. If you throw me out the window, and before I hit the ground, I'll still be able to record my last words, which I'm sure will be very heartfelt. All right, guys, think about it. Downtime. What are you going to do during downtime? And we will see you down the road.